Have you ever gotten your paycheck, felt rich for a day, and then blinked and wondered where all your money went? It's like your bank account is a magician's hat. Money goes in, but poof, it vanishes. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many of us struggle with budgeting. It feels like a chore, right? Like a strict diet for your wallet. But what if I told you there's a simple, almost magical rule that can change everything? Stick around, because today we're going to squash that budgeting monster and learn the secret to finally taking control of your money, the 50/30/20 rule. So, why do most budgets fail? Imagine you're trying to build something out of clay, but you have no instructions. You just start smooshing pieces together. It might look okay for a minute, but soon it gets lopsided and falls apart. That's what budgeting without a plan is like. We get too ambitious, tracking every single penny, which is exhausting. Or we're too vague with goals like spend less, which is like saying be better without any clear steps. And the biggest problem? Life happens. An unexpected car repair or a friend's last-minute birthday dinner can throw our entire rigid plan out the window, making us feel like a failure and quit altogether. It's a frustrating cycle. We try, we fail, we give up, and our financial goals drift further and further away. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. The problem isn't you. It's the overly complicated system you've been trying to use. Let's toss that out and start fresh. Okay, let's break down this game-changing rule, the 50/30/20 rule. It's beautifully simple. Imagine your after-tax income is a big block of clay. The rule tells you exactly how to divide that block into 3 manageable pieces. First, 50% for your needs. Next, 30% for your wants. And finally, 20% for your financial goals like savings and debt repayment. That's it. No crazy spreadsheets, no tracking every single coffee. It's a framework, not a prison. It gives your money a purpose and a direction, making your financial life so much easier to manage. Think of it like a recipe for a perfect financial pie. Half of it is the essential crust, the needs. A generous slice is the delicious filling, the wants. And a crucial piece is set aside for the future to plant and grow more pies later on. It's all about balance. Let's dive into the biggest slice of the pie, 50% for your needs. What exactly is a need? These are the absolute must-haves, the things you can't live without. We're talking about the roof over your head, so your rent or mortgage payments, the essential utilities that keep the lights on and the water running, like electricity, gas, and internet. Groceries, the food you need to fuel your body, not the fancy dinners out. Transportation to get to work or school, whether that's your car payment, gas, or public transit pass. And finally, essential insurance and minimum debt payments. These are the non-negotiable costs of living. Imagine building a clay house. This 50% is the foundation and the walls. Without it, everything else would come crumbling down. It's the boring but critical part of your budget that ensures your basic survival. And security are covered first, no matter what. Now for the fun part. Let's talk about the 30% for your wants. This is where your personality gets to shine. Wants are all the things that make life enjoyable but aren't strictly necessary for survival. This category includes that morning latte from your favorite cafe, your Netflix and Spotify subscriptions, going out to eat with friends, tickets to a concert, that new video game you've been eyeing, or a weekend getaway. Think of this 30% as the decorations for your playhouse. You've built the sturdy foundation and walls with your needs. And now you get to paint the walls your favorite color, add comfy furniture, and hang up some art. This is the part of the budget that gives you flexibility and prevents you from feeling deprived. Budgeting isn't about cutting out all the fun. It's about making conscious choices. This 30% empowers you to spend on things you love without the guilt, because you know your essentials and your future are already being taken care of. And now, we've arrived at the most powerful piece of the puzzle, the 20% for your financial goals. Think of it like taking a piece of your clay and planting it in the ground. With a little time and care, it sprouts and grows into a magnificent money tree. This category is all about building wealth and security. So, what goes in here? First, building an emergency fund. This is your financial safety net for when life throws you a curveball. We're also talking about saving for big goals like a down payment on a house, a new car, or the dream vacation. And crucially, this includes investing for retirement. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. It also covers paying down high-interest debt, like credit card balances, more aggressively than just the minimum payment. This 20% is your investment in you. It's what separates just getting by from truly getting ahead. Okay, theory is great, but let's make this real. How do you actually put the 50/30/20 rule into action? Step 1. Calculate your after-tax income. This is the number that actually hits your bank account each month. Now for the most important step, adjust and automate. Once you see where your money is going, you can start making small, intentional changes. Is your needs category over 50%? Maybe you can look for a cheaper phone plan or be more mindful about grocery spending. Is your wants category out of control? Perhaps you can cancel a subscription you don't use or limit. Eating out to once a week instead of 3 times. The goal isn't to be perfect overnight, but to slowly nudge your spending habits toward the 50/30/20 targets. And here's the magic trick: automate it. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account on payday. Send that 20% directly to a separate high-yield savings account or your investment account. This is like putting your money tree on an automatic watering system. You set it once, and it grows without you having to think about it. By paying your future self first, you can spend the rest of your money guilt-free, knowing your most important goals are already on track. Let's recap what we've learned. Budgeting doesn't have to be a nightmare. Forget those complicated, restrictive budgets that make you feel like a failure. The secret is the simple but powerful 50/30/20 rule. You divide your after-tax income into 3 simple buckets: 50% for your essential needs, like housing and groceries, 30% for your fun wants, the stuff that makes life worth living, and a non-negotiable 20% for your financial goals, like saving and investing to build a secure and prosperous future. This isn't about restriction, it's about intention. It's a clear, flexible plan that gives every single dollar a job. It empowers you to cover your bills, enjoy your life today, and build a wealthier tomorrow. All at the same time, you can finally stop wondering where your money went and start telling it where to go. So, here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. This week, take 30 minutes to calculate your 50/30/20 numbers. Then, start tracking your spending. That's it. Just take that first step. I promise, it's the hardest one. Once you have that clarity, everything else gets easier. What do you think is the hardest part about budgeting? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this helpful and want more simple tips to master your money, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Clayconomics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.